Well, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us this evening. We want to have a little bit of conversation here, but I'm not too sure of my network. If it works, we will continue with the show. If not, I will try to figure something out, but it's kind of crazy right now. It's crazy. So let me do this while we let me know first if you can hear me actually. So, like yesterday, the past two show, we started with joint with Country Giant, but now we're going to start today with Joseph Bogart's son, one of their sons that they have on here.
Mr. Majestic drums on the beat.
Vote follow, vote follow, vote follow, vote follow. Follow rescue. Waga rescue. Follow Waga rescue. Waga rescue. Follow rescue. Waga rescue. Follow Waga rescue. We tire with injustice, we tire with poverty, we tire with corruption, tire with embezzlement. Rebuild Liberia, let's make it rise again. Let's come together, let's make us shine again. Po napo sapo, waka nadio sapo. Po napo sapo, Jeremiah nadio sapo. Po napo sapo, nyobi nadio sapo. Po napo sapo, tell nadio sapo. Follow rescue, follow Waga rescue us. Follow Waga rescue, come and rescue us. We need liberation. Follow rescue, we tired of suffering. Follow Waga rescue us. It's time to vote Waga. We want to see some development. Liberia needs some advancement. The students need some involvement. You got my vote Waga. What about the culture? What about agriculture? What about infrastructure? Let's vote for the future. Vote for education. Tired with empty promises. Men tired. Follow rescue. Follow rescue us. Follow Waga rescue. Papa rescue us. Come rescue us. Papa rescue us, man. Follow Waga rescue us. Osoraro to Lofa Kante, follow. Lima Kante to Kranjide, follow. Rambasa to Bongante, follow. Maryland to Grenku, follow. When they follow Kami, they begin to run me. When they follow Kami, they begin to run me. Love Liberia, build Liberia, big Liberia, sweet Liberia. We need a leader to build our future. Follow, Napo, Sapo, Waka Nadio, Sapo, Napo, Sapo, Jeremiah Nadio, Sapo, Napo.
So, like I said, we are not too sure of our network. I'm actually out of state right now. I'm in Minnesota precisely. I'm in Brooklyn Park. But I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. We have a lot going on today. Um, some of the comments are making me laugh. Yes, but I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. I want to encourage you to go ahead and share the show if you haven't done so. The question we have today for all of you is that people are talking about the lesser evil of two. It means that both parties are evil in their eyes, but people are talking about the lesser evil. So now we are asking you, who is the lesser evil if you truly believe that they are all evils? So we want to know exactly what's on your mind. Tomorrow, by the way, we're going to be on the radio tomorrow, and we're going to be in Liberia tomorrow. We will ask the same questions. The same questions. Do you think They are all evil. If yes, who is the lesser evil? And from what I know, from what I have studied, based on the questions we have asked the Liberian people, at this point, at this point, nobody should feel comfortable. If you are George Weah or the CDC, don't feel comfortable. Don't feel comfortable thinking that, you know, the people are with you. For one reason, they are one reason or the other, they are against Joseph Boakai. If you're Joseph Boakai, don't feel so comfortable thinking that, oh, Joia is bad, the government is corrupt, is blah blah blah, and you feel so comfortable that you're gonna win this election. I believe both of you who really, who really want to win this election, you should work and earn it. You should deserve the people's vote. Believe me, it's not easy. It's not the way you think. Some of you think that you can play a game with politics, but Liberian people are smarter. I can tell you that. Liberian people are smarter. You know, before I jump into anything, I know I'm having some issue with this internet thing. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not really doing me justice right now. Hopefully, it's good. But let me tell you, let me tell you this. If you are Bwakai or you are CDC, don't sleep. You got to wake up, all of you. Believe me, Liberians are so deceptive. Most of our people are so deceptive, especially those involved in politics. Politicians are very so deceptive. And majority of the people who are voting, many of them are not voting on the issue. It's about who know you, who they want to follow, who they want to trust, and for what. So I'm telling you, this election is going to be crazy. There will be a lot of surprises. There will be a lot of surprises. And one thing I want to say here, you know, Liberian people, let me say this to you. We at SKTV and many other Liberians, with or without network, without their own platform, I feel, we feel vindicated tonight. We feel vindicated tonight as we sit here. Sometimes some things make some things make news. Some things are not news. Some things are not news, especially for some of us. Today, I saw Facebook flooded everywhere. Costa's picture, Costa with George Weah. Oh, Costa is on closing argument. Costa is talking. People sharing it with. I was busy today. I'm in Minnesota for a wedding, and I saw a lot. I was laughing so hard to tell you that Liberian, we are different kind of animals. We are different kind of animal. We are different from every other human being. We are different from every other human being. We are different from every other human being. Steve, how you doing, my brother?
Thank you very much. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you're here. So, what I'm seeing here, when I watch, I didn't watch the show actually, but when I watched on Facebook, when I saw a lot of, you know, picture with Costa and President Weah, people presenting that as news, as a surprise, as they are happy, then I'm scratching my head. I'm scratching my head. Really? From the very first day, CPP was funded. From the very first day, CPP agreed on a document. From the very first day, CPP signed her first document. When Costa came up with some social contra demand, we told you guys that Costa was a distraction. That Costa was working for and with the Liberian government headed by George Mane Weah. We said Costa was a distraction. We said Costa was planted in the opposition to do exactly what he did. Matter of fact, if you think Costa with the CDC and you feel surprised or you feel like this is the news, then you be sleeping on Liberia and the Liberian people. You know, like I posted today um on my word, with the quotation that politics makes strange bedfellows. There are a lot of things going on. But Costa's endorsement of George Mane Weah or Costa taking picture of George Mane Weah, that's not a surprise. Unless you are very, very stupid. Unless you never been following. If I endorse Weah, it will be a news. It will be a surprise. If I endorse Joseph Boakai, it will be a news. It will be a surprise. Because you know what? We have been very consistent, consistently consistent in pointing to the flaws, the corruption, the inaptitude of George Weah consistently for the past 6 years. Similarly, we have been very, very clear and precise when it comes to pointing to the failure, the trouble, bigotry of Joseph Boakai. We have been very consistent with it. So if we endorse any of these people for whatever reason, that should be news. Because we never flip-flop, we never renege on our promises to expose all of these people to the Liberian people. We never change our position. Never ever. So if we are ready to endorse one against the other, that could be news. Because you know what? We are who we are. We have been very consistent about what we do, about our belief that Boakai was not a good leader. We have made it very clear for years that Boakai is a divisive figure, that he's not a good leader, that Boakai is not well, that Boakai is sick, that Boakai has nothing to offer to Liberia. We have said that consistently. We have shine light on the inaptitude and incompetence of George Weah for years. And we have pointed to all their bad deals, all the corruption attitude of George Mane Weah. So if we come here to give you reason as to why we believe, in as much as we believe that both parties are bad, and we come and tell you, hey, despite our initial position against or for any of these guys, but we believe between the two of them, one is lesser evil than the other, that would be news. But amen. Costa, just yesterday, 2017, Costa campaigned vehemently, calling Joseph Boakai a dead man walking, a troublist, a living divisive troublist. Costa said that right in the first round of the election. Second round, he switched to supporting Joseph Boakai. After the election, when CDC won the election, he went back to CDC. He wanted to serve CDC as press secretary or deputy press secretary to President Weah. He did not get that job. He left again. He put himself in a position of the people's person. Put himself in a position to be the one to be speaking for the Liberian people. But at the same time, doing something different. At the end of the day, what happened? At the end of the day, Costa didn't get his will with George Weah. He left George Weah and started following Joseph Boakai. So he's been very inconsistent, but not only inconsistent, but he has also always shown us signal that he is working for George Weah and the CDC government. That's why he came to the CPP to destroy everything that had the potential, the propensity to bring Weah government. He destroyed everything, all of it. And he tried to control and manage all the people who actually had some power, some decision-making power in the CPP. He destroyed the CPP right before our eyes. And the only reason to destroy CPP was not because of Joseph Boakai. He lied to the Liberian people when he said, Joseph Boakai told me, and me, I destroy, I led the campaign to destroy the CPP because of Joseph Boakai. That's a lie. Costa destroyed the CPP because they didn't want anybody to succeed. They didn't want any formidable force that would have destroyed the Weah government. Not because Costa believed in the CPP, not because Costa believed in Boakai or anything. Even the attempt to go and run as vice president for Joseph Boakai, it was meant to weaken the opposition. Even after leaving the CPP, they still fought, insult, disrespect, and take Mr. Commish to the court. It was meant, imagine now you say you're not part of CPP no more. What about our Commish? Because they decided to destroy Commish completely because they didn't want any strong opposition to George Weah. So Costa, Benina Ure, Tilia Ure, all of the game they've been playing, they are always with George Weah. So their support for Weah is not a surprise and it's not news to me and to every intelligent person that been following Liberian politics. Costa's support of Weah is not news. It's not news. He's been with them throughout. The only people who are actually drowning in their own stupidity are some people from the Unity Party, not all of them. Some of them are so stupid to the extent where they will support anything for their temporary amusement. Anything that will make them happy. Even the devil, they will follow you. So long you say, I'm for you. That's the only problem. Costa, this decision to follow JNB, to control JNB, to manage JNB, it has yielded dividend for him and people who sent him. We said it on this platform that we have not seen anything yet. We told you that everything Costa got on Joseph Boakai going to be exposed. We told you on this platform. We told you that everything, the United Party people decision to leave Costa with Joseph Boakai, to Joseph Boakai with Costa, to control and manage him. All your video, all your conversation, all your text messages, all the receipt going to be exposed. We said this over and over and over. But you thought we were bad people, we were bad Muffin Unity Party, we were bad Muffin Boakai. Now here you are. The same group, that's why I say some of you you'll get some serious mental problem. The same people that used to insult us for Costa, calling us jealous people, having meeting, telling people to boycott SKTV, are the same people insulting Costa today. That's why I have no respect for some of you, because you have no principle, you have no value, you have no dignity, you have no integrity. Not all of them, but the ones that used to insult us for Costa, they have no value, they have no dignity, they have no prop, nothing. They are just driven by the moment. Bunch of situational people. They have no sense of thinking, no sense of orientation, no sense of direction. They just follow anything. Anything that will sound sweet in their eyes, that's what they will follow. We told them over and over and over that Costa was with the unity, with the CDC. Steve just left. Steve going to come back and I'll bring you on. So here we are. If we decide today to say, no, well, we are left with two bad choices. And we say, you know what, let's support George Weah, because we believe that George Weah is better than Wakai, that would be on news. Or say we come here and say, you know what, SKTV, because of we love Liberia and we know that we cannot sit by and just let everything go like that, we would support Wakai because we believe George Weah is bad, is corrupt and this and that. That would be on news. Well, Costa endorsing George Weah. That is like Mariah Yokula endorsing electoral commission. If you be surprised, then if that would be on news, then that's a big news. Steve, welcome, my brother. How are you?
Yeah, Mr. Kane. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, folks. Good evening, good night. I know Mr. Kane is enjoying somewhere, but he had to stay come on. Even though, to tell you the love of Liberia, the man went for some serious program. His son is getting married today, but stay. Mr. Kane said he will come on. I even tried to discourage him for to not come on. But he said he will come on because of the love for the Liberian people. I want to welcome all of you to today's edition. As always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. And the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. Mr. Kane, I'm happy to be alive today. To see some of the things we predicted maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, to see it happening right in our faces. I'm very happy. I'm happy. One thing I will say, what are y'all like, Mr. Kane? Y'all like me. What are your kind of your costs also? But one thing is a fact. When y'all go back to your homes and y'all go back in your beds, y'all know that we'll be saying the truth. Y'all know it. Whether you for CDC, whether you for Unity Party, y'all know that. Y'all know we have always stuck with what is right in the truth. We have, even in our disagreements, we have stuck with what is right and what is true. To those of you who insulted us for Costa, you call us names. Oh, we hate Costa, we're jealous. And Mr. Kane, I used to hear some of you writing, Mr. Kane, that Maningo man, you should go back to Guinea. I saw some of you writing it. Some of you said it. We don't get a problem with you. It's not anything. I hope you have learned. I hope you have learned. I hope you have really, really learned. Let me say this to you. If we want to change Liberia, then even when our own people do wrong, let's say they do wrong. You know Dr. Francine? Dr. Francine helped me. When I started first the doctoral program, 6 weeks away, I told him, she helped me. In fact, she was one of my mentors. When I first started the doctoral program, Dr. Francine was one of the only Liberian, first Liberian, there are 2 Liberians, Dr. Sherman and Dr. Francine. But I'm able to criticize her openly. And I stand by everything I said. Because I mean what I said, and I say what I mean. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not here to lie to anybody. I'm not here to impress anybody. That's not a goal of SKTV. No. 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 And the criticism is not from a point of hate. It's for a point that we'll all sit down and see sense in these things and be able to say no. Don't look at it. If you had just listened to us from the beginning, some of us, and say, oh, maybe the thing they got in talking are true. End of the day, we probably could have avoided all of this. We could have. There are people today that don't speak to us. There are people today that don't speak to us. They call us speech for us, the black our numbers, because of the stance we have taken. Yeah. There are. Let me tell you something. There are some people who have some very good relationship with like families. We talk on the phone on a daily basis. Today they can't speak to us. But it's okay. There's nothing wrong. Me, as long as we are not doing what is wrong, I'm okay to stay alone. I come back to say everything that you're seeing. In fact, this is just the beginning. It will get worse. The attack will get worse. You know the party people are you're ready for the fire that coming for you. It will get worse. In fact, the men have gone as far as recruiting from within. The men have solidified their basis. Today, Umpa was just the beginning. Tell her you will talk. And we told you before that tell her you will talk. And we told you. Costa just started. And in fact, Costa get proofs and other things. I will speak now. They are even begging him. It will get worse. It will get worse. And our job here is to continue to tell you what is right. Whether you agree or not, not our business. Whether you agree or not, and we told you, I said, look, let me tell you today. We told you that Costa is a crook and Costa is dangerous for Liberia. And we said it before. We still stand by it today. We stand by it today. It not changed yet. We met Costa in Philadelphia. In fact, we're in the same hotel.
Yeah.
We're in the same hotel in Philadelphia. We met Costa. We got pictures. You never see her posting the picture before. We got pictures where we sat and we had tete-a-tete conversation with Costa. Costa is a dangerous young man. Whether he for you today or he for you tomorrow, he's still a dangerous young man. He will not change that who he is. That go. You're playing around. That's cool.
So Steve, I want to agree with you. And I want to say that I want to be very clear. What we are saying here does not mean in any shape or form that we are against Costa supporting the government.
Nope.
We are still assessing the situation. We could support George Weah or Joseph Nima. Our support is open based on the outcome of our assessment, because we are faced with two bad choices. As a matter of fact, if you are CDC or if you are Unity Party or our beginner that you'll be talking to support you, they are talking to us.
Yep.
Just so you know. All our boys, all our supporters, friends that you're talking to in Liberia to support you, they are calling us. They are looking up to us for direction. I just want you to know.
Yep.
We haven't told them support Weah or support Buakai. We said let's wait and see. We are still watching and assessing the whole process. So we are not coming here to talk about Costa's support for CDC, that we are against CDC. But we are actually trying to point to the fact that Costa is already been with the CDC. It's not a news.
No.
It's not a surprise, because we told you we are vindicated. That's why we are here to tell you that we are vindicated. That's what we are telling you. Yes, I know United Party people may not be reaching out as much as the CDC people are doing. Honestly speaking, I can't lie to you. CDC is reaching out to more people. CDC is being more aggressive in campaigning, especially underground campaign. And one of the things we're going to talk about tomorrow on our show is the real showdown that is going on behind the scene for the position of the Speaker of the House. In fact, we're going to be on the radio tomorrow to talk about it. We're going to be on the radio tomorrow. We'll talk about it in Liberia. The real showdown is going on. And I can tell you, if people don't be careful, it could be more than they run for presidency. People, life being threatened. People are planning or thinking about eliminating other people.
Why don't we predict that?
People are doing bad things to each other and to other people because of the position of the House of Representative leader. But we got more information. We got more in-depth information that we'll share with you tomorrow on the show when we are in Liberia. We are on in Liberia. No, I know we are on right now everywhere, but we know a lot going on. We know a whole lot going on when it comes to the race for the fight for the position of the speakership. Just a little bit. We learned way before Musa election that Musa was thinking about running to be the Speaker of the House. We knew very well that Buffer Chimber was the Speaker of the House from Maryland. We also know very well that Fonate Kufa was the Deputy Speaker of the House. And we know very well that Buffer Chimber people are accusing Fonate Kufa of being the one to be responsible for Buffer Chimber not coming back because they believe Fonate Kufa, the one that wanted Buffer Chimber out completely so he can be the next speaker. But at the same time, Musa Belete won the election also with the intention to be the Speaker of the House. By the way, those who believe that Musa Belete was sanctioned by FIFA, that makes him a criminal. Buffer Chimber was tried here in America. He was convicted before going to Liberia. The two of them, I believe, will be running for the speakership. There are other people too. There are other people too who don't want to see neither of them as Speaker of the House. They too, they are working. I'm telling you right now, as we speak, we got some information that people are even trying to eliminate other people because of this speakership. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We are on the radio. But what I want to say here is that Henry Costa support for TDC is not a news. And the funny thing about it is that the same group of people that have been moving with Costa, with the seesaw. Yay, Costa the CDC, the hero. Yay, Costa the United Party supporter, the hero. Yay, Costa the COP, the hero. Those are a bunch of lunatics. Bunch of lunatic people with no brain at all. They are a bunch of followers that have no love for their country. They have no love for themselves. They have no sense of direction. They don't know what they are doing. They are a bunch of followers. But guess what? She do not underestimate the power of stupid people when they are in number. Costa got supporters, Costa got followers. But whether they're stupid or they are intelligent, their vote count as just intelligent people. We have reduced Liberia to a country that all of us can be looked at as a bunch of stupid people. How can one person change position like a chameleon, and whatever he says, you believe it? When you say today this phone here is black, you say yeah, it's black. Tomorrow you show you the same phone, you say the phone here, a guy here, you look at it as black, but the white, then you say it's white. Then the next day he said the phone here, that red. Then you say, yeah, that's true, it's red. I believe you. Nothing wrong with that person. Something wrong with you. Something terrible wrong with you. So, Steve, what I'm trying to say here is that in as much as we will say that Costa is arrogant, Costa is rude, Costa is a blackmailer, Costa is this, Costa is that. Say everything you want to say about Costa. But I'm concerned more about people following Costa more than Costa. The mindset, the low thinking faculty, their inability to process things on their own. I'm telling you, some of the Unity Party people are found in that category. Not all of them. Most of them are found in that category. They got no loyalty for Liberia. They got no love for Liberia. All they want, just say, I was supporting, Even I was sitting here. The one that be insulting me and you, Steve. Let's say we come up with our final decision and support Joseph Boakai. We will become hero. Right away, they will start to talk good thing about you. They will start to fly in Facebook with our pictures, with good comments, with good things about us. Those are the kind of people you want to respect. Tomorrow, you said right now, and like I said, we are open. We didn't believe in any of the two from the get-go. But if this is what the Liberian people want, and we are faced with the two bad choices, ultimately, anybody say the neutral 100%, they are lying to you. But because of our job, because of some level of professionalism, we may not be as direct as other people will be. Because we have supporters, we have followers from both parties, we have followers from across the political spectrum. So we're not going to look like ordinary people. But when we decide to say, you know what, one group or one person is better than the other, it could be just anyone Boakai. I don't really care how somebody feel about me. My decision is about Liberia. If I feel and believe that Joseph Boakai can do better, in as much as I have problems, in as much as I don't trust, in as much as I got some issue with Joseph Boakai, but if I have to make a choice, if I decide to say, you know what, Joseph Boakai is better than George Weah, definitely we'll come here and draw the contrast to tell you exactly what we think. In as much as we think Joseph Boakai is bad, we will tell you the reason why we think Joseph Boakai is better than Weah. This is it. Similarly, with all the things we have said, we stand by 110% about George Weah. But if we believe that George Weah is better than Joseph Boakai, after our assessment and come up with a final decision, we'll tell you. We'll tell you, you know what, vote for, in as much as we don't believe, even if we have some problem with George Weah, but we'll tell you, say, hey, support George Weah. And we'll give you reason why. So we could go either way. We could go either way. Or we could just sit back and just watch the process to play out. We could do anything. But we just want to be consistent that our decision is always driven by our love for Liberia. Our decision is always driven by the fact available based on the competitors. Like I told you guys here, in as much as I don't trust Dylan anymore, in as much as I believe that Dylan is a liar, in as much as I believe that Dylan is very, 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 very petty, he's very thin-skinned, he's very arrogant, and he is an ingrate. In as much as I believe that, but I don't regret our decision to support Dylan against a Polita way. I don't regret my decision to support Darrell Dillon against Thomas Fowler, who is also a proven liar and a corrupt human being. If Dillon was against somebody else, better, definitely, I would have chosen that person over Dillon. But I just believe that Dillon was better than his competitor at the time. So we regret nothing we have said on this platform. And if we have to make any decision, we'll tell you reason why. So, Steve, what I want to say here to the Liberian people, let us stop playing game with our people. Let us stop. I mean, how you look at yourself. Yesterday, you were praising this guy, not because of the fact that you believe in him, not because of the fact that you trust him, not because of the fact that he's doing anything positive for Liberia or for the Liberian people, but the only reason you supported him was because you said he was supporting your candidate. And the only reason you're insulting him today is simply because he is not supporting your candidate. That is a complete and clear definition of hypocrisy. Liberian people have to stop that. That's what I gotta say, Steve.
Well, I decided to be a little laid back on on issues, because when I talk a certain way, some people say, "Oh, what you can say." To people who support Joseph Boakai, I want to say this to you guys: just slow down. In life, not everybody can support you. It is okay. Maybe you need to change the messaging. To those who want to be neutral, some of you stop telling them, "Oh, if you say you're neutral, then you can't talk." No, you can talk. And in politics, people have the right to be neutral. Yes. Even when people go vote, they get something they call abstinence. And people can state the reason why they are neutral. There is nothing wrong with it. You need to stop attacking people for their choices and their decisions. Everybody will not support you. And sometimes the way you go about things that will make people to support you or not support you. There are some people that are leaning towards Joseph Boakai. The election are 2 weeks from now. Instead of you all passing around and fighting people and attacking people, some of you will still have the guts to even be disrespecting people. Up until today, some of you come on here. Now you all can pay the bill for this thing. But you're still kind of your costs, you disrespect us. We don't have a problem. We will tolerate you to some extent. But you need to stop, to be very honest. And you need to stop with this idea that people need to shut up and they don't need to talk because they are neutral and they don't have it quiet. You need to stop. To be very honest, you need to stop. It's not a good thing. It's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to be. You need to stop, my people. You need to stop. If Costa won't go support Joria, let Costa go support Joria. The time Costa was supporting you, Costa was a hero. Nobody couldn't hear anything. We told you about how Costa then collected money from Nathaniel McGill for the June 7 protest. You cost us here. You said that not true. You're welcome, Eugene Fagon. Eugene Fagon. Joria reject. Imagine Joria fire you. Can you imagine? You say Joria incompetent, Joria fire you. You're openly accepted Eugene Fagon willingly. You ain't be talking moral issue. You got no moral compass to talk about any moral issue. You ain't got no moral in you to talk about moral issue. The same way CDC got no moral in them to talk about moral issue. So you need to have it quiet. It's so unfortunate that we are where we are today. With the way how you temper with the election result fraudulently. So we end up with both for you. Your preach your criminal thing that you're doing, that why you need to be preaching. Me, I stand by what I say. I don't get a problem with nobody. You want to agree with me, you want to agree with that business. Some of you, I don't know you from nowhere. I don't want to know you. And I ain't like brand politics or benefit anything. Yeah, I don't care. I will continue to stick with my position in the truth. The blower, I'm not changing course and jumping around, doing that. I've been consistent from day one. I remain consistent. I don't care who wants to be inconsistent. I'm my business. But we'll point it out. The CDC, to be honest, have been more tolerant than the Unity Party in this process. You know, I even get sedition and some of them reach out and they're even more friendlier and respectful. Let me be honest. You know how many sedition have been reaching out? Some of you Unity Party people, this is about time that you make your case. There are people that never supported you, maybe look into supporting you as opposed to you're just passing around, fighting, cussing, fighting, cussing, making it look like people forced to support you. And when you're not supported, oh, you can't stay neutral. And you can't stay neutral. Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you that? Neutrality is an option. You can stay neutral. You know, today I will not talk a lot. But tomorrow, the firepower that will come in with tomorrow, you don't want to miss tomorrow's show. Tomorrow will be
Yeah,
our time. You don't want to miss tomorrow's show.
yeah. So Steve,
Because I
let me.
think you on it to there. Yeah, Mr. Kanye, you're saying something?
Yeah, I was going to say something. Somebody asked a question whether we know um, whether or not Mr. Cummings is eligible to run for, to qualify to run for 2029. And I think my internet is giving problem. But if the person can hear me, if you guys can hear me, yes, Mr. Cummings and the CPP, they are eligible to run if he decides to run. Number one, the laws that talk about the qualification or the threshold for the percentage point get in the election, it talks about two things. It actually applies to the party. It says any party that is unable to obtain 2 percentage point in the whole in the entire uh, 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 number of voter and win no seat will be ineligible. If you are unable to get at least 2% or more, or at least 3%, and you win no seat in the legislative elections, whether senator or representative, then you are disqualified. But in this case, assuming that Mr. Cummings and the CPP won no seat, Mr. Cummings could stay wrong as different party if he wants to run. Party that will be short of the percentage point required, that party will not be eligible to run, and if they win no seat. But in this case, Mr. Cummings is qualified and CPP is also qualified because CPP got 6 representative seats in the elections. So Mr. Cummings was the standard bearer for the CPP. So yes, to answer your question, yes, Mr. Cummings can run. He's qualified to run if he wants to run. I just wanted to answer that person's question. Mr. Cummings can run if he wants to run. They are qualified because they won some seat up to 6 seats. For example, I'm not sure about Appleton. I'm not sure about Akko or Tewon Gonglo. But if any of those people receive less than 2 percentage points and they win no seat, they won no seat just in the election. As individual, they can run, but it will be with different um, it will be with different political party name under different political party. But I've seen political party that all of them ran under. These people they decided to kill all the parties in Liberia. That was the motive. They decided to kill all the parties in Liberia, try to eliminate everybody in Liberia, so that the whole election thing can be about Unity Party and CDC all the time. That was the motive. But Unity Party people didn't understand it. They thought it was in their favor. We made it very clear that the people are going to cheat, they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat, but you didn't believe us. Now, when the cheating happened, you think it was in your favor and you never have problem with it. So yes, to answer your question, my brother, Mr. Cummings is qualified if he wants to run because his party accumulated more than what is required in terms of seat. So I hope that answer helped you. Again, Liberia, we are in a position where we got to make a decision. Either give CDC continuity or change the CDC government to the Unity Party government. But one thing I can tell you before I go, it looks like my signal is giving me a problem, but one thing I can tell you before I leave tonight. By the way, I'm in Minnesota. I'm here for my son's wedding. My son is getting married. I'm here for my son's wedding. I'm here for my son is getting married. That's why I'm here in Minnesota. Precisely, I'm in.
Mr. Kane, your internet is very bad.
Yeah, because my signal is being. Yeah, my internet is bad.
Yeah, but you doing okay?
My internet is bad, but that's why I gotta go now. My internet is very bad.
Yeah, just before you leave, let me say this. Tomorrow will be on. Tomorrow will be on. We have a lot to talk about. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. The second round, it's going to be something else. The election results are fraudulent. Don't get carried away. And y'all see a lot of things happening in a few days. There will be a lot of things happening. A lot of people will be crossing over, switching, pledging support. Don't get surprised. These things are normal part of things in life that people do in politics. Tomorrow will be on the same time, Rose Russell, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Will be on the same time. But folks, we have to go. Myself, I don't feel too good. I think I have a huge headache. I don't feel too good. I had a long week. Tomorrow morning will be on. The same time tomorrow will be on. Seku's in Minnesota. Those of you who want to see him, try to contact him and find him. He wanted for me to be there, but I told him that I can't. I can't make it tired. Yeah, I needed to rest myself. I'm tired. That's all. I couldn't travel. But folks, let me meet tomorrow. Y'all will learn. Y'all will learn the hard way, folks. Y'all will learn the hard way. Y'all will learn the hard way. Y'all will learn. But one good thing y'all in your learning y'all do, y'all will respect SKTV. Whether y'all like it or not. Y'all respect us. We'll tell you tomorrow exactly what's going to happen. We'll tell you tomorrow what's going to happen and some of the things that are unfolding. We'll even tell you tomorrow, some of you are not even aware that there were guns arrested. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. We'll bring in other news. So don't miss tomorrow's show. There were guns. Let me say it again. There were guns arrested by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. We have the information. We'll discuss it tomorrow. So a lot of things to talk about tomorrow and Sunday. But let's be back tomorrow. Tonight, I'll go take medicine and rest my brain a little bit. But thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Always your support of SKTV. Yes, there were guns arrested. Yep. There were guns arrested. And if you don't believe it, we'll give you the place to go find it. So, firearms, ammos that was sent to Liberia, being smuggled to Liberia, they were arrested. And that's true. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Have a good night. Good night, folks. Let me put tomorrow show that this song will be playing tomorrow. So when you come on tomorrow, just be ready. That this song, that the music will play.
Learn. Find a friend like me. If you not want betrayer, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. If you not want betrayer, find a friend like me. Bombe oh, find a friend like me. Bombe jene oh, find a friend like me. Bombe, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Hey, see bestie, your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie da la bestie. Find a friend like me. I say, see bestie, bestie won't tend to